When was the last time you skipped the light fantastic, or fandango, if you prefer? Or actually a better question is, when was the last time you skipped or jumped a rope? One local church is trying to get kids and adults reinterested in this age-old activity. You are watching a group of young people who are learning about the art, the physicality, and the health benefits of jumping rope. Now, you may remember jumping rope as just a fun way to pass the time, but in more recent years and decades, it's become much more than just a kid's game. The exact origin of jumping rope is unknown, but it appears to date all the way back to the Egyptians and the Aborigines of Australia. It's known that the first jumping ropes were most likely made out of jungle vines or maybe thin slices of bamboo, but eventually the ropes evolved into the actual rope or plastic and plastic-coated versions that we use today. Historians believe jumping rope was first brought to America by Dutch settlers, which is where the name of one particular style of jumping rope came from, the double Dutch. Jump rope became even more popular in the 1940s and 50s after inner-city kids discovered the ease and fun of the game. In addition to play, you really only needed a decent length of rope. By the 1970s, jumping rope had become a basic and fundamental portion of working out and staying physically fit. These days, the sport of jumping rope has grown so much that there is actually a World Jump Rope Championship that takes place every year, and it features amazing examples of double Dutch, speed, and creative rope jumping. There's even a large jump rope organization overseeing the sport. It's known as USA Jump Rope, and their website features and explains more about the dynamics of this once childhood activity. At the Berwick Jump Rope Clinic, held at Bauer Memorial UMC, we talked with Lisa Cremai, herself a certified precision jump rope coach, about the sport.
It's something I enjoy doing as a hobby. The children, once they get going at it, they just absolutely love it, especially when they can start learning the little fancy foot tricks. Then they really, and it just kind of takes off like wildfire, and I'm like, it's free services, so why not? Most schools have to teach some form of jump roping anyway, so if we can make it a little bit more fun for the kids, and it's definitely heart healthy.
As Lisa said, jumping rope is very heart healthy, but it can also help in other ways.
Kids enjoy it. It's a group activity or it could be a single activity, but it's definitely the benefits to their health, and it carries with them. I mean, not just jumping rope, but later on, if they're going to be in athletics, soccer, basketball, it really, the agility of just being able to turn the rope, do the footsteps, it really carries over into a lot of other activities that they might have going on in their life, so it's very beneficial. Their coordination skills, I mean, I found children that you would think that had no coordination skills, and just it builds their confidence, and and you can see once they start mastering even just the basic jumping, it really, their little faces all light up, and it's just really exciting to see. So that's my reward.
The stigma around jumping rope is it's a girl's thing. But I was pointing out that anytime you see a video of a boxer,
yep,
that's part of the routine. So this goes across the border.
Definitely, and you know, young boys, once they get into the habit of doing it, I think they find it just as much rewarding as the girls. And it's always nice when you see a younger boy doing it and doing some fancy footwork, and his boyfriends will be, oh, I can do that, and then they're tripping over the rope, and he's like, ah. So it's, you know, it's kind of a proud moment for him too. So.
Fun.
What's so fun about it?
Jumping. And you get to do tricks whenever you jump over it, and you get to twirl it. You learn it.
Was it hard for you?
Yeah.
Why? What's so hard about it?
When I first did it, I couldn't twirl it right because I couldn't make it over my head or jump over it right. And then when I started, I finally got good at it.
It's not the easiest thing in the world to do.
No.
Tell me about it. What makes it so complicated?
I think just the basic, most people have a mindset when they're jumping rope, what I call double stepping. So it's just, you always have to remember that in jump roping, the biggest mastery of being able to do everything else along with it is the first basic step is the rope turns once, you jump once. So, and once you get that, and then the arms. I mean, I was trying to show the children earlier what happens when your arms start pulling away from your waist. Where's the rope go? And the rope, of course, is getting higher and higher, and then, of course, they're tripping. So it's just the technique of, and even when you look at boxers, you'll always see their technique is really smooth, and their arms were really close to their waist, and that's the trick, is being able to get that down. Once you get that down, the rest gets pretty easy. I always recommend, get some rolled up newspapers, stick them under your arms. If the newspapers fall, guess what you did? You raised your arms. So there's a trick for you.
The kids and the adults we talked with at the clinic told us about their experience.
I love jump roping. I used to do it all the time when I was little, but I stopped because then I started gymnastics and I never really had the time to do any jump roping. Until today, I'm actually surprised by, everything that I've done.
That double dutch is pretty hard. I see you finally got it.
Yeah, it took me a long time, but it was pretty hard.
How do you think being involved with gymnastics is helping you with this?
Well, because in gymnastics you have a lot of coordination, and in jump roping you really need to have that coordination and to know when to jump and when the rope is coming around, especially in double dutch.
Oh, I love the jump rope. I can't believe I remember how to do the turning. Didn't jump it. They don't want to hear me downstairs jumping, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think it's a lost art for kids these days, is to go out and just jump rope. So that's what we're doing. It's a good workout. Everybody should be trying it.
It's a lot of fun coming out here and hanging out with the little kids. The hardest part would have to be the twirling, getting it over the head. I was having a hard part there for a while. And then it came to me, and it was a lot of fun.
In fact, everyone had so much fun, there is talk of trying to get a jump rope team together.
You would like to be able to get some teams together in this area, at least one.
Yeah, I would love to. Like I said, for festivals, carnivals, school shows, I've done Mother Day shows, I've done Christmas pageants at, churches, schools. So, I mean, it's just a lot of fun for the kids. They really enjoy it. And once you see all these children lined up, doing foot tricks to music, and the ropes are clicking and they're all synchronized, you'll be hearing the cheers.
Well, how difficult are you talking about? Now, you double dutch is one everybody kind of knows about.
Right. I'm talking about the single ropes. That's really where my claim to fame, so to speak, is. The double dutch is always like a nice release for the kids as a fun side activity. But the single ropes, I mean, if I could find, even just 10 children who'd be interested, like I said, I volunteer my time, I'm willing, I do work full time, so just coordinating the time and whoever wants me, I'll be more than happy. Usually if I can start with about 5 to 8 students, you'll see it just catches on like wildfire. So.
If you want more information about starting up a jump rope team in the area, contact Lisa at the information listed on your screen. I can say that my daughter and her friend attended this clinic and they had an absolute blast, so it's well worth your time.